Hello beautiful people of the world. My name is RidersDX and welcome to my channel where I cover all sorts of things Sonic and SpongeBob related. So this is a really exciting video because I'm doing a Q&A today, and this is the first time that I've ever done a Q&A. So it's just really cool that I've gotten to the point where I feel like I have enough people watching me on this channel that I could actually do a Q&A. And what's really cool is that right now the channel is still really small, so I actually have the time and the resources to answer everyone's questions. So actually, before we do get started, I just want to say thank you so much for getting me 1,000 subscribers. It's really crazy. There was so much growth in the past couple weeks with the boom in the Team Sonic racing videos in particular. And you know what? This really just inspires me to keep pushing creatively. I want to make content that's unique, content that you all want to keep watching, and I'm gonna keep pushing myself to make content that you all want to enjoy on this channel. So just thank you so much. Always let me know what you think of my videos and whether you like something, whether you don't like something. I really want to cater it to whatever you all are looking for on a YouTube channel. So just gotta say thank you so much. So many of you asked multiple questions, not just one, and actually a lot of these questions were similar to each other. So I'm gonna take one or two questions from each person and answer those, and I'm hoping that I was able to at least touch on everything that everyone asked for. But if I don't do that, then this is not gonna be the only Q&A I ever do. I'll definitely do another Q&A in the future, so just be sure to save me that question for the future, or ask me on my Twitter or my Discord server and I'll just answer for you right there. First question is from Mario Sonic, who's been supporting this channel for a while now, so thank you so much for asking this question. One of the questions that Mario Sonic asked was top 10 favorite Sonic games, and I'm just wow, we're getting right into it. This is a really loaded question, so I had to really think about this list, and I have no idea how I'm gonna rank these games, honestly. And actually, I'm pretty sure a day later some of these games are gonna change. So I'm just gonna think about what do I feel right now, what games do I think are in my top 10 list right now, and just spew them out for you in order of their release date. So Sonic 3 and Knuckles, Sonic Adventure, Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic Heroes, Sonic Battle, Sonic Rush, Sonic Rush Adventure, Sonic and the Secret Rings, Sonic Colors, and Sonic Generations. So those are my top 10 favorite games at this moment, but it changes, as I have different moods throughout the day. So I think I may make a video about maybe not top 10, but maybe top 5 Sonic games ranked in order. So if that's a video you want me to make, then let me know in the comment section below and I'll start working on that. It's something I do want to do. It's just it's not on the top of my list right now. So if there's a lot of people that want it, then I'll start working on it sooner. Next up, we got a question from Twitter, actually. This one is from SlyDX2035. They had a bunch of different questions, but the one I'm gonna focus on right now is do you read Sonic comics? And unfortunately, I don't regularly read them. I mean, I've read a few of them every now and then. I'm just not really a big comic book reader in general, so the ones I have read are pretty good, but I just don't have a genuine interest for comics. I am going to read a Team Sonic Racing one because I do plan on making a video about that, so look out for that in the future. Okay, next up we got a question from Andrew Man Gaming, who actually says that they love my SpongeBob playthroughs, and I'm just really happy to hear about that because what's been really popular on my channel has been my discussion videos about the new games coming out. So I wasn't really sure how many people were watching my playthroughs, but it's nice to know that there is someone that's watching me play these games, so that's really cool. But they're asking me, will you do the SpongeBob movie game after BFBB? And that's the option that I was thinking about for a long time, but now I'm actually kind of debating what it is I want to do next. I definitely am going to do a SpongeBob movie game eventually, that's a no-brainer. I'm definitely going to do it eventually, but I'm also kind of debating if I want to do one of the Nicktoons games next, because I know Nickelodeon Kart Racers is coming out soon, and it'd be cool to have a playthrough of a Nicktoons game going on when that game comes out and I'm covering it full time. Because when Nickelodeon Kart Racers comes out, I'm going to be having videos on it coming out every single day. So I might as well just try to tie in my playthrough content with it. But if you would prefer that I do the SpongeBob movie game, then I can do that next instead. Just kind of give me a census of what you all want me to do next. Next question comes from Along Came Adrian, if THQ Nordic released another SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom game, how would you react? And I'm actually going to group like another question with this one. Is it possible that the SpongeBob third movie game will be developed by Heavy Iron Studios? We don't really know much about like what THQ Nordic is doing, so if y'all didn't know, THQ Nordic recently purchased like the rights to Nickelodeon video games, and one of those franchises is obviously like SpongeBob. So a lot of people have been thinking that like now that it's under like THQ, although it's not the same THQ, it's like a THQ that merged with like Nordic, some kind of like different gaming company, because THQ actually went bankrupt, and that's why SpongeBob ended up with Activision in the first place. All we know is that like they've purchased Nickelodeon franchises and that they plan on re-releasing some of the games. Like that's all we got in terms of like information, and we've not heard anything since then. So I'm not really sure what's gonna happen. To be honest, I'm not really gonna count on it happening. Like as much as we all want it to happen, like I don't really know what Heavy Iron Studios is even doing right now. So I don't know. I am kind of skeptical. I don't really see it happening. But maybe THQ Nordic will surprise me and like get Heavy Iron Studios back and give them the budget the size of like a Mario game. But if they did do that, then I'd be so excited. Although like they need to have the proper time and resources put into the game, because we've seen what Heavy Iron Studios can do with like a good budget with Battle for Bikini Bottom, for example. But then we've seen like SpongeBob Truth and Square, which isn't a bad game per se, but really pales in comparison to Battle for Bikini Bottom and the movie game. So I'm all for Heavy Iron Studios coming back, but they need to have like the proper time and resources put into the project to make it a good game. It's not just about having the same team, it's about having like the necessary support behind the team to make a good game. Okay, next up is a question from the Shadow Pokemon Trainer. So there's a few questions here, but here are the ones I wanted to pick out. What do you think of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate? I think it looks amazing, like no complaints here. It looks like a really fun game. I wish I had a Nintendo Switch because I would have loved to play it, but hopefully I'll get one eventually. And do you watch anime? So unfortunately I don't watch anime. It's just not something I've always been that interested in, but I have a lot of friends that are into it and are trying to get me to watch something all the time. So if it is something that you think I should watch and you think I would like, then let me know in the comment section and maybe I'll check it out. Continuing on with the Smash theme, DJ Plays from Twitter has asked me who is your Smash main, and my Smash main is very surprising. It's gonna shock you. It's like no end, but it's Sonic. Sonic's my main. Surprising, right? Next up is a question from Sawyer Hicks, who has been a long-time supporter of this channel, so thank you so much, Sawyer, for asking this question. But what's your favorite episode of SpongeBob SquarePants? And as soon as I saw this question, I was just like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, I knew this was coming, but there's no way I can answer like a permanent answer for this question. My favorite episode changes every day, kind of like my favorite Sonic game. But I will tell you that like my favorite episode right now is Wet Painters. Like, I don't know, just the image of like SpongeBob and Patrick trying to wash off the paint from the dollar bill is making me laugh like every minute today. So that's my favorite episode right now, but of course it's gonna change tomorrow, so it's not a permanent answer at all. I will tell you that an answer that is permanent though is this question from K Shadow 2. Old SpongeBob or new SpongeBob, which is better? I think I can speak for myself when I say that like old SpongeBob tops new SpongeBob by far. I mean, if you have episodes like Sailor Mouth, Wet Painters, and Party Pooper in your roster, then like there's really no way you can lose against like any set of seasons from like any other show. I will say though that I still enjoy like the new SpongeBob, and I'm actually gonna have a video on like a new SpongeBob episode coming out either this Friday or sometime after that, so look out for that. Here's a question from Cheese. How on earth did you get 1.5 million views on your first vid? So your guess is as good as mine, honestly. Like, I made this video when I was in high school. Like, I thought I was just doing something for fun. You know, I was just doing something to waste time basically in high school. Like, I was really into the Flash movie series, Super Mario Bros. Z, and I wanted to make a movie that was kind of similar in terms of like style to it. Obviously, my movie kind of sucks in comparison. Like, let's just be flat honest here. The animation's really not that good, but I think it pissed a lot of people off, and that's why people were so like invested in it, and that's how it got like 1.5 million views. I may talk about that in like a future video, but yeah, your guess is as good as mine, honestly. So I already answered this question, but I just want to give a shout out to Cheryl Atkin for asking this question. Do you got a Nintendo Switch? I don't, sadly. I'm a very cheap bitch, so it's not gonna happen for a while. I'm hoping for some really great Black Friday deals, but I'm very doubtful because it's still selling really well, and we all know Nintendo is just a greedy bunch of motherfuckers. So yeah. Here's a question from Eat Salad. What made you get into making YouTube videos? So to be honest, the reason I kind of started making YouTube videos was honestly because I needed a reason to like play video games. And I know that sounds really weird. It's like, oh, why do you need a reason to like play video games? But truth be told, like my life has gotten so busy. Like I'm in college right now, I've got like 2 part-time jobs, and honestly I just started playing video games less and less and keeping track of like Sonic and SpongeBob less and less because I didn't make the time for it in my schedule. But I was getting so stressed out and so like in need of like an immediate relief. But I'm the kind of person that like if I'm not working on a task that I need to be working on and not feeling productive, then I feel a little guilty and like I need to like do something productive like right now. So making this YouTube channel is kind of that method to make me feel like I'm being productive while spending time playing and talking about video games. And I know that sounds kind of silly, but that's really the whole rationale why I started making YouTube videos, and would have never imagined that like people would actually be watching these videos. So thank you so much, everyone. Okay, so I gotta get 2 questions here from Siren Nikyu. I'm sorry if that's not how you pronounce your username, but favorite Nicktoon that isn't SpongeBob? Danny Phantom by far. I mean, my taste for Danny Phantom is kind of soured like since all the Butch Hartman controversy, but Danny Phantom is still like a really quality show, and it ended way too soon. It should have been on as long as like the Fairly Odd Parents in my opinion, but whatever. And also, here's another question. Have you ever thought about making a Discord server? And actually, I have a Discord server right now, so there's a link in the description box below if you want to go ahead and join that. And you had any other follow-up questions, and you can go ahead and ask me that, and yeah, I'll answer it for you. So come join us. It's called the Spongy Garden. So here's a question I think from Twitter is Axeland Zane Reborn, and they're asking me about my favorite Sonic YouTuber. And this is kind of tough because if I'm being honest, actually, I don't watch a lot of Sonic YouTubers. I know it's kind of weird. I kind of just accidentally got into making discussion videos because when I was talking about earlier about how I started making YouTube videos, I was making YouTube videos because I was just doing strictly like game playthroughs. Like if you look at all my videos back in like March and April and May, it's all Sonic Heroes videos, like just me like having fun playing a game and trying to comment on it at the same time. But then I just kind of got this like weird idea to make a discussion video about Team Sonic Racing, and rest is like what you see now is what you get. So I will say though that one YouTuber that I really liked was Kobanaman465, or is it 456? I think it's 456 actually. And you know what? All my thoughts go out to him. Like I know he left YouTube, and I know he's got like a lot of mental health issues that he needs to face up to, and that's something I completely relate to. And I've been through a lot of struggles myself, so mental health is really important, and people don't really put a lot of emphasis on that. A lot of people actually think it's like fake health, and it's really crazy to me. It's really mind-boggling to me, and it's just something I'm really passionate about. So I really hope that wherever he is right now, he's doing really good. But I do miss him. He was a really great, charismatic Let's Play YouTuber, and I really miss his videos. Okay, I'm gonna answer a couple questions now from Tails Production. What's your favorite Sonic TV show? This is kind of tough actually, because I really love Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. Like I can't watch it for more than like a few hours because after that I get really tired of like the tone of the show. But I will say I think my favorite Sonic show is actually Sonic Boom. I love the humor in Sonic Boom. I think this humor is kind of like clever and like snarky like, and yeah, Sonic Boom is it. I think Sonic Boom's a great show. I'll be really sad if it doesn't come back for another season because it totally deserves one. And a second question from Tails Production is, are you going to do a face review? And it's something I will consider doing like in the future. But right now I'm not going to do a face review just because I like this whole setup, just me like getting to make these videos without having to like dress up and get ready, because right now I can just be in my pajamas or underwear and just talk to you about anything. You all might as well think I'm in a suit or something. Like that's a really great benefit about doing these kind of videos. So it's not gonna happen anytime soon, but I will think about it in the future. Okay, I got a question from Kevin Hirura. I'm sorry if that's not how you say your name. Favorite Sonic track / course in any Sonic game? Also, are you ready to party, Mr. Ryder? So, you know I'm always ready to party, and I'm always feeling it. But, Favorite sidetrack or course? Wow, that's really tough actually. Because you're saying track or course, I'm just gonna limit it to the racing games just to make it a little bit easier for me. But I'm gonna say Sega Carnival from Sonic Riders. I'm pretty sure it's the first Sonic Riders. I just love like how many different Sega properties were incorporated into that track, and the music itself is really cute and catchy. It was just like the perfect racetrack for the game. Definitely the best one of that game, and probably best track in like all Sonic racing games in general. Okay, I got the motherload of all questions here from I like Sonic 06M. Interesting username. I have no comment on that. But do you like SpongeBob or Sonic more? I knew this question was gonna come up eventually. Like I just knew it. Like just making a channel based on like doing Sonic and SpongeBob videos. Like how could this question not come up? But okay, this answer might seem like a bit of a cop out, but hear me out. In terms of video games, Sonic has like such amazing video games. I grew up on Sonic video games. His video games, like there's no competition there. But in terms of TV shows, SpongeBob is the obvious answer there. Like I grew up with SpongeBob in the same way that I grew up with Sonic video games. So in terms of like the TV show universe, there's no competition there. SpongeBob wins by far. So they're both my favorites, but for different reasons. And I guess since my channel is more focused on gaming, you might as well just take like Sonic as like the technical answer of this question, I guess. But they're both my favorites, just for different reasons. Next question is from Sonic Speed Savage. What made you into Sonic, and congratulations? So I'm guessing this means like what got me into Sonic, and it actually was kind of by chance. So my dad bought my brother and I an Xbox one day, and he just picked up like 2 random games that he thinks that we would like. So he got my brother like a racing game because he knew my brother liked cars, but for me, he was like, I don't know what this bitch likes. He doesn't have like any interest. All he likes is like Hannah Montana. So he got me Sonic Heroes, and when I started playing Sonic Heroes, I was immediately addicted to it. Like I loved it so much. I remember actually going on Sega.com like every day for like a whole year, just to like kind of keep track of like, oh, what new Sonic is gonna come out, because Sonic Heroes I think like had just came out when he got it for me. So that's how I got into Sonic, and I'm really grateful to my dad for getting me that game, because if he didn't get me that game, I don't think I would have grew up with Sonic, honestly. Okay, one last question from Maverick. I know Maverick, you asked like a bunch of different questions here, but I think I touched upon like most of them throughout all the other questions. So here's one last question. Are you intending to live stream games? At this point in time, not really. Just because, like I said before, my schedule is really busy. Like I have 2 part-time jobs. I'm still like studying for school and all that, and I'm spending a lot of time actually making these videos in particular. So there's not really a lot of time for me to just sit down for like a couple hours or so to like live stream a game. Like maybe like a half hour at most, but definitely not for like the typical length of live streams. So I don't have any plans to do that at this time, but if it's something you all would be interested in, then I may look into trying to find time to do that. Maybe I'll do that when like Nickelodeon Kart Racers or like Team Sonic Racing comes out, for example, because I want to do like Let's Plays of those games anyway, so maybe I'll just do it as a live stream. Who knows? If that's something you all would be interested in, then just let me know in the comment section, and yeah, we shall see. Okay, I'm so sorry for how long this video is. I know I tend to ramble a lot. Like there wasn't even that many questions. It's just like I like to ramble, I like to talk. What can I say? But yeah, thank you all so much for all your questions. Like this is so great. I'm so happy I got to answer so many of them. If you had any more questions you wanted to ask me, you can always just go ahead and shoot me a message on Twitter or talk to me on my Discord server. I'd be happy to answer like the questions for you. Unless your question is like a video I plan on making in the future, then in that case I won't answer it. But yeah, if y'all like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos in the future. Thank you all so much. You have no idea how grateful I am for all of you. Just let's keep going with this. Let's keep growing. Let's keep talking about games more. Let's keep celebrating Sonic and SpongeBob. So, yep, RidersDX is out. Bye-bye.